yeah. UPK shit, man, One West. Hey. I'm a UPK nigga, I'm stuck in my ways. That's on them, letting cowards fill up they ranks. Goddamn, lost tribes got them following waves. Loyalty a lifestyle, nigga, I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm a saint, no New Orleans, it's going up. Next spot, we at the B&B. I'm turned up, I'll pull up in the SRT. Burning rubber, hey, UPK shit. Look, met her at the club, told her pull up to the lobby. She know I'm in the coat, we're all black, no Illuminati. This my other half shit, I can't move without it. These my motherfucking brothers, yeah, what I'm gonna do without them, yeah. If it's beef, I can't wait to sink my teeth in. Niggas going overboard, they off the deep end. Why you tripping off that hoe? That's some weak shit. Told him put me in the game cause I love defense. Yeah, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Yeah, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, and she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Ay, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, and she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call, I ain't gotta settle, I got options, ma. No, I stand on business, my name not Tazar. I'll pop you with this pocket rock. Feed a nigga shells like a taco truck. Hey, this bitch got sound effects, it go pew pew pew. I ain't tripping on no drink, got bottles in a room. I'm in Durham, North Carolina, bitch, it's 12 a.m. Look at them, they ain't none of us and we ain't them. I told him put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Ay, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Ay, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, she say she find me interesting. Want me to call, yeah, yeah. UPK shit, man, you already know what it is. It's the 55th annual Passover, man, turn up. We gon' do this shit the UPK way, not the other way. You hear me? Yeah, yeah.
This video taken by the ISUPK is posted on the school's website and on YouTube. He says he and members of his Christian Bible school are well within their First Amendment rights. But shop owners say they've heard enough. Today in court, their lawyers argued the group is trespassing. In addition, they say the group's repentant.
Niggas want me dead. Crackers too, but these coon ass niggas, they for the feds. My stick full of lead. In case these whole niggas try me, man, I might have to make that bed. No need to even flex. Cause how I walk it, how I talk it, let you know my speech direct. You heard what I said. Another move, your life passing through your mind, now you're big. And I'm fresh like a motherfucker. Niggas hating cause they more want us. I'm just coolin' by myself, but now they all on me. Shut up, bitch, eat a dick, I don't wanna love you. Sippin' that poo, wow, got you laced up out your shoe now. Look what you finna do, wow, it's hot. Hop around these niggas till you flop. I'm busy getting mine, but all these niggas wanna duck. But it's cool, let me know I'm on the top. Steady in the courtroom, always fighting cops. Call the white man the devil, and that's off the top. So they try to stop my movement with a block, but I beat the case every damn time, so they watch. Waiting on the nigga to try to make me slip up. Walking up on me like homeboy, what's in your cup? Do you have any drugs? Well, let me see the slugs. Make it your bitch ass back, get mad, you ain't getting love. Your wife made you clip it damn nuts, yeah, I know. Crazy what coon people will do for these hoes. But I ain't even pressed, I see why you going on. My nigga, you dead wrong, bust a nut, boy, get it on.
Black and white land, shit is crazy. Black and white land, shit is crazy.
I'm freshen up, cleaner than the motherfucker. Good juice in my cup is redder than the blood sucker. Drip on leak, yeah, drip on me. Hey, talking about, but what the fuck do you mean? Yeah, you see these damn bitches, they be choosing on me. But I don't want the bitch, but that bitch drooling on me. I get to walking on the girl, she wanna moving with me. But I won't have it cause she easy like spaghetti, homie. Unleash it to the G. Who is he? That nigga from SC. Get your level straight before you approach a G. Cyan TC 0013. Sits on the stick, it got me cruising off the scene. The fuck do you mean? Yeah, nigga, yeah. They nigga be hating, but they can't penetrate us. Tryna shoot at us now later, but I'ma get you now. Potato on the bow, blank, blow.
But even 30 years later, videos don't necessarily lead to convictions of officers. Advocates for reform say that needs to change.
Shaw, that's it.
Shaw, man, you know what I'm saying? Realest nigga out there, man. Nigga turned up, feel me? Nigga turned the city up, fucking with his music. We out of pull right
Where we at, though? Where we at?
Greenville, South Carolina, man.
Where we at?
Shout out Shaw, man. Turned up.
This a Batman tour. I promise you. This shit lit, cuz. This shit lit. Alright? Run that joint.
Niggas looking for the light. Me and my niggas prepared for the dog. Yeah. So we gon' get it on for the last days, nigga. You already know what it is. 140 for the rebel.
They in the building. We in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out. Earn your stripes, dog. You with us or not? We can get it on when it's on. It don't never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy. You on holy ground. They in the building. We in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out. It's a problem, tell them pop off. I die for I let my colors fly, boy. For a nigga take me, they a drop dead. AR, clean them up like a mop pig. Say he cool, he bad, he really so tough. They like, damn, look what he did, it really go rough. Little bitch think she Kiki Palmer, silly hoe. She know I'm that bull, but I ain't from Philly though. From the city where they sing about that river like petty poops. Know them niggas plotting, gotta deal with me. Can't catch me slipping, got to steal with me. Just left Alabama, bought a chopper from some hillbilly move. He made my feel the blade. Leave them all bruised, come through like a plague. Rebel off the leash like a dog out the cage. Call me Johnny Blaze on One West May. Watch your step get stretched like a limousine. So my brother bring that blade back wet, that's by any means. Little nigga, this that cult, need to talk. Niggas know I got blood in my cup, I just sip it like it's grenadine. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war, let's see who make it out. Earn your stripes, dog, you with us or not. We can get it on when it's on, it don't never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy, you on holy ground. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war, let's see who make it out. Tell them niggas good night, here come the best. Look, told them niggas get right or get left. UPK bad man, I pin to your flesh. Hellboy, rip the soul out of dead man shit. Got the rate, the power, I been the showstopper. Yeah, they might hate, but I know they gon' watch. Zone on lock, and you know the flow prop. Iced out, got the drip out of David Jones lock. Know I got the plan, they say that you the man. No shit, Sherlock, I'm the one you heard about. Burn down the building, let them all watch. Throw that One West up, then I swerve out. Sick with this shit, I do not need a detox. He don't watch a step, blow him out them Reeboks. We taking over, I'm sending the word out. Can't see me, little nigga, I put you in a bird box. Look, it's One West practical, gladiator, maximal. Creep on them slow, but they Glock fire rapido. All I want is more power, more straps to blow. Ain't got excuse for no car, he gon' have to go. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out. Earn your stripes, dog, you with us or not. We can get it on when it's on, it don't never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy, you on holy ground. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out.
Okay.
There's a king that's coming back to save our people. Now, we should be preparing ourselves for the return of our king, not stuck up in these denominations and religions that's destroying our people and destroying our nation.
So when we are in this kingdom and a brother or a sister is doing wickedly in this kingdom, we must tell them, look, the world is expecting you to stay docile, to stay stupid.
That's what Christianity teaches our people. Teaches our people to hate one another and love the oppressor. Like, we'll never forgive one another for anything that another brother or sister do to us, but we'll forgive the oppressor in a heartbeat. There's something wrong with that, man.
Imagine living your life as a whole Christian your whole life, and life's good because you're a Christian and Jesus is white and everything's going great, and there's a landslide and the earth opens up and you go downstairs and you walk through this place and you see a black Jesus, man. Why is Jesus Christ black with an afro in the catacombs, man? This predates the Renaissance period.
So when you read the book of Genesis, the trees in the garden with other nations, a leaf, what are the leaves into a tree? Cover the tree. So Adam took the covering of another nation. What's the covering of another nation? Their culture. So when the Most High saw him, say, yo, Adam, where are you, man? Where are you? Don't mean I can't find you. It means like, who is this nigga? Like, where are you, man? I don't know you.
Okay. So the Ba al Banya Yasha'ala wa Amarath al Ham wa Aidya Yahweh. The Ba means speak. Al, when it's joined with something, so al Banya means what? Unto, right? Excellent. So al when it's joined with something means unto. Banya means children. Yasha'ala is Israel. So unto the children of Israel.
Like if it's one thing a hoe gonna do, a hoe gonna hold. But you ain't, she can't hold if there's nobody to hold with. And the thing she said at the end, where she said, I went back and I lied to him and he still wouldn't do it. And then she threw up her hands and she said, well, he'll just be a brother. That's what he need.
That's
brothers.
right.
If we have more brothers, hoes like her wouldn't have no outlet.
There was a man in the land of Oz whose name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright.
There you go, the man called Job. I think Job is what, like, afflicted. And that man was perfect and upright, meaning what? You can be perfect, man. Job was a man like everybody else, man. Job wasn't no angel, he didn't come from the heavens, and that man was perfect, meaning what? You can be perfect in the Bible. Being perfect is in the Bible.
Had friends on my coattail way before Jimmy. Funny how the general ain't even see a penny. Better show respect, get smoked like a chimney. Keep my name out your mouth, don't even think it. Send a real Smith that y'all know Jada Pinkett. Both ball heads, my grain above 50. Lost my man to the game, that pain that stuck with me. Had to find a cheat code to the street though, cause them niggas getting fouled, shoot you like a free throw. Keep spitting acid like a Mino, and the nigga be the nicest with a mean flow.
All right, let's get it. Shalom, Israel. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua Barakatam to all the brothers. Yahweh Shalom Alatan Ba'ashem Yahshua to all the sisters. Hope y'all doing too well. This is ISUPK started at 1 West 125th Street on the Harlem. It's like 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. You know what I'm saying? We've teaching since 1969. The so-called Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, Native Americans. We are the chosen people of God. All right, and with that comes culture, comes history, comes law, statutes, and commandments. And also comes a language. And that's what we're going to teach today. This is the Friday, the Lashawan Qadash class, which is where I teach you how to read, write, and speak the Hebrew. All right, biblical Hebrew. Hey, shalom, Trooper Ira. How you doing? You too well?
Shalom, sir. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakatah.
Yeah, Bashem Yahshua. Good to see you as always. Good to see you as always. Hey, shalom, sis. Yahweh Shema, Bashem Yahshua.
Shalom, Yahweh Shema, Bashem Yahshua, sir.
Also in Christ. Good to see you come through. Shalom also to everybody in the comments. I see Just Art and Pain always checking in. Shalom, Most High in Christ. We got Trooper Iwa Pala checking in from Northern California. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah. We got Nazama Nadi, sister always checking in. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the sister here of Samadaba and New Orleans, Louisiana. We got Sister Kayala. Shalom, Yahweh Shema Alatah Bashem Yahushai. Always checking in, Most High in Christ. We got someone in the author, Yasha'al, Shalom. All right, Shalom, Lord in Christ. All right, so without further ado, we're going to get into the class. So over the past 2 weeks, we've been going over the breakdown of the 18 nations, right? So from like Israel, Edom, Moab, Ammon, you know, so on and so forth, Ishmael, going through the breakdown on that. All right, so what we're going to do in today's class is we're going to recap what we went over in the last 2 weeks, and then we're going to do a quiz on that. And then, of course, the second half of the class, we'll be reading through the Sabbath service verses, the verses that will be read in tomorrow's Sabbath service. We'll go through those and pick up on some and note down some vocabulary. All right, so to begin, as I always like to start, I would like you all to state your registry. So I'm going to start with Trooper Ira. If you could state your registry, Baba Kushar.
Another one cancer. Ira ban yam ban yashra ala.
Most High Christ. So Ira ban Yamyan, son of Benjamin, ban Yasha'ala, son of Israel. All right, the water. Nakath, could you state your registry for me?
Concept Nakath Bath Yehuda Bath Yashala.
Most High Christ. From Nakath, Bath Yehuda, meaning daughter of Judah, Bath Yasha'ala, daughter of Israel. All right, Most High Christ. As you come in, also on the comments, make sure you note down your registry. As you come in, you say Shalom, Most High Christ. You can also state your registry. All right. So to state your registry, it's in this format. Have it noted down right here. You would say your name, whether it be, Ira and the Kaf. Myself would be Ra'alban. Then you would say Ban or Bath, depending on whether you're a brother or a sister. If you're a brother, you would say Ban, which means son. If you're a sister, you will say Bath, which means daughter. You would then say a tribe in Hebrew, whether it be, Yehuda, which is Judah, whether it be Ban Yamyan, which is Benjamin, Laoya, which is Levi, so on and so forth. You would then say Ban or Bath again, and then Yasha'ala, which is Israel. All right. So, boom, we got that. I think the brother dropped. You should be back on in a sec. All right, no sweat. So, in fact, let me just give him a second just to jump back on. So we went through the Hebrew alphabet. All right, Most High Christ. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna run through the Hebrew alphabet. So I'm gonna do it in there's 22 letters. We'll do it in groups of 4. So Ira, could you give me the first 4 letters of the Hebrew alphabet?
Another one cancer. A ba ga da.
A ba ga da. Excellent. Okay, Nakath, could you give me the next 4 letters?
Cons. Oh, so I get okay.
No sweat.
Ha, wa, za, and then cha.
So that last one is pronounced ka.
Concept.
Right? No sweat. No sign correct. No sweat. All right. So ha, wa, za, and ka. All right. Ira, the next 4.
Ta, ya, ka, la.
Correct. So ta, ya, ka, and la. Okay. Back to Nakath. Could you give me the next 4?
Ma, na, sa, pa.
So the next 4 would be ma, na, sa, and then this one is I. That's where you get like Yahweh Shai. It'd be this letter at the end. Okay, so ma, na, sa, I, and then Ira, the next 4.
Pa, ta, za, kwa, ra.
Pa, ta, za, kwa, and ra. Excellent. And then Nakath, the last 2, Baba Kushar.
So, sir, how would you say those last 2?
So the last 2, so the second to last one is Sha, and then the last one is Tha.
Okay, so Sha and Tha.
Sha and Tha. Excellent. All right. No swearing on the bar. So to go through the full Hebrew alphabet again, so we got A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Ta, Za, Kwa, Ra, Sha, and Tha. All right. So that's the full Hebrew alphabet. Of course, as always, you want to go over these and practice them. Not only practice in the Paleo, but you want to also practice the Assyrian as well, which is the more modern Hebrew. You want to practice being able to read through this the same way and recognizing the different letters. All right. So without further ado, we'll get into the class. So this is just a recap. So I'm going to kind of briefly go through these. Now, Nakath, I'm not sure if had you been watching the last 2 classes?
So, like you said, I haven't been able to lately.
All right, no sweat, no sweat. So I'll go through it. What we'll do is we'll get the, let me see, we'll just get kind of the key points. I won't have you write down the Hebrew. If you'd like to sort of in your own time, you can definitely do so. But for time's sake, we'll kind of go through the English and then the Hebrew and the English letters. All right, so it's kind of easy to understand and easy to read. All right, so we're breaking down the 18 nations. So to say the 18 nations, who wants to have a go at reading through how you would say the 18 nations in Hebrew?
Like all of them?
Nah, like the sentence. How would you say the sentence? The 18 nations.
Hashamawana Aishara Gawayam.
Excellent. All right. So Ha Shama Wana Aishara Gawayam. All right. Hey, Shalom, Mashar. Yahweh Bashem Yah Shabrakatah.
Shalom. Yahweh Bashem Yah Shabrakatah.
Messiah Christ. How you doing, warrior? You good? You to what? The brother mouth goes. All right, no sweat. No sweat. All right. So to say the 18 nations, I think you back. How you doing, Mashai? Mashai, you to what? All right, no sweat. I'm just assuming he's to what. All right. So the first thing is to say the 18 nations. So you have ha, which is a preposition meaning the. Then you have shama wana, which is 8. You have aishara, which is 10. So when you put those two, when you say those two together, it's 18, right? So shama wana aishara is 18. All right. So ha shama wana aishara is the 18, and then gawayam is nations, right? So gawaya is nation, and then you add the kind of yam at the end, makes it plural. All right. So gawayam is nations. All right, so I'm going to write down the 18 nations and then write down the translation in the English letters. All right, Ha, Shama, Wana, Aishara, Gawayam. Okay.
So like I said, it's not Gawayam.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, what was the question?
I say, is it not Gawayam?
Yeah, Khan, Gawayam. So that's the plural.
Fine.
No sweat. Okay, so Ha, Shema, Wana, Gawayam, the 18 nations. Okay, let me see. Shalom also to everybody else that's joined in. So I see Marisa. Shalom, good evening. How you doing? I see the same Arthur Yasha'al. He says Shalom Ban Yahawada Yasha'ala. So I'm assuming is a tribe of Judah. I don't know if his name is Shalom. I don't know. You'd have to let me know. It might just be saying Shalom. He's the son of Judah. And he say his nation as well, Yasha'ala. All right. We also got Darpa'ah, Shalom, Darpa'ah, Bath. Okay, the way you'd state your registry, Darpa'ah, you do your tribe first. So you do Darpa'ah, Bath Yahawada, then Bath Yasha'ala. All right. I'm also in Christ. But Shalom to you, sis. We got Sister Izar Amar, Yahweh Shema, Alatah, Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Shout out to you, sis. Shout out to Korala Kram from Baltimore. We got who else we got? We got Prison Officer Sakan, A Shalom, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Barakatah. We got Kwame Da, Yahweh Shema, Alatah, Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Shalom, sis. Shout out to Chicago. All right, so I think we're good to go. All right, so we've got The 18 nations, Hashemawana, Aishara, Gawayam. So the first in the list, so I've done this in a sort of table. If you want me to send you this table, just let me know. I can definitely send it over to you so you have it for your notes. I'm going to quickly go over it. So the first nation we have down is the Israelites. So what the nations are known today is in the first column. So we're known as the Israelites, which is so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. All right. Your biblical name is Israel. All right. Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel. You had 12 sons, became the 12 tribes of Israel. That's where you come from, right? So we would all say, like when we start our registry, we'd say Ban, myself, Ban Yamin. I'm tribe of Benjamin, but my nation is Israel. All right. Israel in the Hebrew is Yasha Allah. So Yasha Allah, which means he is a prince of the power. Okay. So the key things you want to write down is what the nations are today. So you write like Israelites. The biblical name is Israel. And in Hebrew, it's Yasha Allah. And if you'd like to write down the meaning. So he is a prince of the power. All right. So this Yah is a preposition meaning he. Shah means prince. And then Allah is power, right? Or God. So he is a prince of the power. Okay. A shalom also to Korala Kam, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shabbat. All right, shout out to you. I'm also on Christ sister here, correct to the registry. So Tharpa Al Bathi Hawada, Bathi Asha'ala. Perfect. All right, so daughter of Judah, daughter of Israel. Okay. All right, also on Christ, brother says respect to the Akim from Dutchess County, upstate New York. A shalom. Yahweh Ba'ashem Shabbat. Shout out to New York. Okay, so we just went through Israel. Next on the list, we have the so-called Caucasians, which is the so-called white man. All right, now the so-called white man, the nation is called Edom. All right, they come from a man named Esau, but Esau's name was changed to Edom. All right, so they would be known as Edomites. Okay. Now, Edom in the Hebrew is Adawam, all right? Adawam, which means red. Now, Esau in the Hebrew, which I believe Ira asked last time, which know what Esau meant. Esau in the Hebrew is Aishawa, meaning hairy, all right? But the nation would be known as Edom or Edomites, all right? And Edom or Adawam means red. Okay. So I'm gonna give you all some time to get that down. So what you want to do is write down the key points. So you're gonna write, for time's sake, just because I'm going through this quite quickly, just because this is more of a recap. You'll want to write the name of the nation today. So like for Edom, you'd write Caucasians, then you'd write Edom, Adawam, and then the meaning is red. All right, that's when you to focus. Time sake, just hone in on those key points for now. Okay. If also going too quickly, you'll just let me know. If you need me to slow down or go over anything, just unmute. Just let me know. Say, Salakia, could you go over this or could you slow down? Just let me know. All right.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
I have a question about the meanings.
Say again.
I have a question about the meanings.
Okay, go ahead.
So is what they described as, or they're for example, Indians, so the meaning would be they're hidden or something, or how does that work?
So it would basically be, so when they were named, that would have been what they were named as. You know how Israelite culture or Hebrew culture is to name you after characteristics or either physical characteristics, whether it be physical characteristics or what's the word, behavioral. Israel was Jacob was renamed Israel because he wrestled and fought the angel for a blessing. And his name got changed to Israel. instead of Yaquab, it got changed to Yasha Allah. So he became, instead of supplanter, became known as he's a prince of the power. All right. Adawam or Esau, he was originally named Harry. When he was born red all over with a hairy garment. His parents named him Harry. All right, Aishawar. His name was then changed to Adawam, which is red because he ate the red pottage. All right, so it's certain like characteristics or maybe even a kind of like a story behind how you get your name. All right, kind of like today, you might be like even like you might come across somebody who's known as like a nickname or something because of something that happened through their life. It's kind of like that how we would name children. All right. Does that make sense? All right, no sweating on the bar. Okay. So so after the Caucasians, we have the Chinese. All right, the Chinese, their biblical name is Moab. All right, in the Hebrew, it's Mawa Abba. All right, and Mawa Abba means of his mother and father. All right, and it's kind of like a two-way name. All right, it's the shortened of like Amma in the beginning. So Amma means mother, Abba means father, or Abba means father. All right, so it's like instead of saying Amma wa Abba, which would be like mother and father, it's shortened to Ma wa Abba. All right, mother and father. Also, Ma is a preposition meaning from or of, right? So it'd be like of, and then this wa could sometimes mean his, like how if you'd say his father is Abba wa, or his house is Bayath wa. Right, so this wa can be how to say his, and then Abba is father. So Mawa Abba means like of his father, and it's the shortened of mother and father. All right, so his name means of his mother and father. All right, no sweat. Give me 1 second. Okay, so after the Chinese, we have the Japanese. All right, the Japanese, which in the Bible, they're known as Amun. All right, in the Hebrew, it's Aimawan, which means people of itself. All right, so Aim means people, and then this one at the end is usually how you turn something into a name. Right, the easy example I want to like to go to is for example with my captain's son Yasha One. His name means upright. All right, Yasha means upright, and then Yasha One or Yasha One is how it's like turned into a name, right? So I'm means people, and then I'm a one is like turned into a name, right? And his name means people of itself. Because if you know anything about how Amen came about, how the Japanese and the Chinese came about, they come about through an incestuous relationship. So it's like they're people of themselves, right? Or Moab was called, of his mother and his father. All right, but that's why they look the way they are. They have what's known as Mongoloidism. You search that through through our history. They were known as the Mongoloids, which is essentially another way of saying, or like a form of Down syndrome. All right, that's why it's characterized by like short necks, squint like slanted eyes, things like that. That's Moab and Ammon, the Chinese and Japanese. All right. So we have the Japanese. All right. The next is the Arabs. So the Arabs today would be known as, it would be Ishmael in the Bible, or Yashamai Allah. Now Yashamai Allah means God hears. All right, so you got Yah, which means he. It's a preposition meaning he. You have Shammai, which means to hear or to listen, and then you have Allah, which is the power. Now this Yah, this he, the he is referring to is the power, is God, right? So it's basically saying God hears, or he is heard of God. All right, Yashamai Allah. All right, so you got Ishmael. Then next you have the Indians. So the Indians in the Bible are known as Elam or Ayalam in the Hebrew. Their name means hidden. All right, so it comes from the root word Ilam, which means to hide. When you add ya in the middle of a word, it makes it past tense, right? So instead of being hide, which is Ilam, Ayalam means hidden, something that's, hide in the past tense, hidden, right? Similarly, when you add wa in the middle of a word, it makes it present tense, right? Like if you was to say I walam, it could mean hiding. But I yalam makes it past tense, and his name means hidden. Okay. Hey, shalom also to got young man Daryl checking in from Louisville, KY. I want to say Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky. That sounds about right. So like if I'm wrong, I shout out to Louisville. We got Tazar point out of the UK, Manchester, Yahweh Shemiyah Shabrakata, Shalom by the one Lord of Christ. All right, so let's get back to it. So we just went through Indians, which is Elam. Next, we have the Assyrians, which is Asher in the Bible. All right. The name sounds similar to Asher, like the tribe of Asher, but it's different. All right, not to be confused. So Asher is Ashawar in the Hebrew, right? Ashawar, whose name means successful. Now it comes from the same kind of root as Asher. Now Asher, or the tribe of Asher, his name means like happy. All right, Ashawar it comes from that same root, and it means more like successful. It's like the as you mentioned, adding wa in the middle of a word can make it present tense. It's like a present tense of I guess Ashar being happy or joyful. They're in the present tense, they're that way because they're successful. All right, so Ashawar is the word. The meaning of Ashawar is successful.
Okay. Like yes, sir. So it's kind of like the same word because if you're successful, then you're happy also, right?
Right. It comes from the same root. So it comes from the same root of Ashar being happy or joyful. Is in the Ashawar is like in the present tense. So it's like it's like saying happying, or I guess celebrating. Right? They're celebrating because they're successful.
Done.
All right. So boom. After the Assyrians, you then have the Syrians. All right. So Syrian in the Hebrew in the Bible is known as Aram, or also referenced as Syria in the Bible. All right. I think this is the same. It's the same landmass today. There's still Syria still exists today. All right. In the Hebrew, it's Aram. All right. So you have an A, Ra, and a Ma, Aram. Now, Aram means elevated or like high up. All right. It comes from like even in the word Aramawan, which we have a brother in Chicago named Aramawan, whose name means fortress. All right, a fortress is something that's high up, is elevated, it's it's like a high castle. All right, that's a fortress. It's high and it's protected on high ground. All right, so the Aram part of Aramawan, I guess the Aramawan is like turning that into a name also, adding the one at the end. But Aram means elevated or high up. Okay, so the Syrians, which is Aram, means elevated. Then you have the Ethiopians. Right? The Ethiopians, so we now into the Hamites, right? Ethiopians in the Bible are known as Cush, or Ethiopians in the Bible. They're also referred to as Ethiopians. All right, so Cush in the Hebrew is Kawash. All right, now the meaning of Kawash is kind of an unknown origin, so it doesn't really say, it's hard to say what it means, but his name in the Hebrew is Kawash. All right, so you can definitely note that down.
Like a sort of for me.
Go ahead.
Would it be because the Ethiopians are not Hebrews, so their name probably wouldn't be like a Hebrew name.
Yeah, kind of like that. So it's like that the name would be almost of a different culture, and there might not be a Hebrew word for it or a particular meaning. In the Hebrew, some words in different languages they don't really have a translation in another language.
Right.
It's kind of like that.
So basically, you're gonna have to study the Egyptian language the Egyptian or Salakia, the Ethiopian language, to be able to kind of understand what they mean.
Yeah, I guess so. If you wanted to go kind of that deep into it, you'd need to, I guess, check their records, why they might have been named that. But yeah, it doesn't have it's of a different origin than Hebrew, so it doesn't really have a Hebrew translation. But it does have a Hebrew way of saying it, which is Kawash, because it's recorded as Cush and Kawash in the Bible.
No.
You don't say the water?
The water, sir, Salakia.
No sweat. No sweat. All right, so we just did Cush, which is Kawash. All right, and even in the Bible with Cush, it doesn't really say why they were named that either. It just says the sons of Ham were Cush, Mizraim, Put, and Canaan. All right, which we're going to go into these now. So the so-called Egyptians, so the actual ancient Egyptian, like the pharaohs and them, not the people that are in that land today, because really it's I think it's primarily Arabs that kind of took over the land of Egypt. They in the land of Egypt now, but the actual Egyptians would be known as Mizraim in the Bible. All right, Mizraim or Egypt. In the Hebrew, it's Matazariam. All right, Matazariam, which means bondage, because we were enslaved in Egypt. So their name, what's the word? Their name means bondage. So like here. Or I get because we were enslaved under the Egyptians, that became the word, like Matazarium became the word for bondage. Okay. Then we have the North Africans, which is Put. Similar to Cush, that again is kind of a different origin, so we don't know the meaning. But in the Hebrew, Put is Pawat. All right, so Pa-Awata, Pawat. And that is your so-called, that's kind of North Africans today. So a lot of the North African countries, they would descend from Put. Okay.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Is the scriptures the definitions of the like the 18 nations, like of each one, or is it like the
Go ahead. Salakia.
or the meaning?
So the scriptures are where you can find the named, like almost usually the first instance, either when they were named this or where they're first named in the Bible. Like for the one for Israel is where his name was changed to Israel. For Edom is I think it's where his name was changed to Edom. For Cush, like these African nations, it would be the verse which says and the sons of Ham were Cush, Put, Matazarium or Mizraim and Canaan. So it's a scripture that references them. So if you want to kind of go into them, you could find them. Like if you wanted to go into the Blue Letter Bible, you could find them. You could find where it says Put, and you could see Pawat in the Blue Letter Bible. It's just kind of a scripture for reference where they're named or referenced. Okay.
Concept water.
No sweat on the bar. All right, so we just did North Africans, which is Put. With the South Africans, so the people in the southern countries of Africa, majority of these would be descendants of Canaan, right, or Canaan in the Hebrew. Now, Canaan is a word that means humiliated or lowly, right? And that's the meaning of Canaan. Okay. Let me see. I think we almost toward the end. We got like 6 more. And these are a lot of the European nations. All right, so let's see. All right, so next we have the French, which is Gomer in the Bible, or Gamar in the Hebrew. Their name means to cease or to end, right? Like the end of something. That's Gamar or Gomer. Okay, we have the Russians, so the people of Russia and those that stem from Russia, like a lot of the stands like Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, something like that, even Ukraine. Ukraine comes from Russia. They used to be one, and then they kind of split apart and became their own sovereign thing. But they would be of the Hebrew word for Russia is Gog, right, or Gawag in the Hebrew. And now the Russian, encompassing all those that stem off from Russia, including like even Ukraine, the Russians themselves, is Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, all them kind of countries, is Magog, right, or Magawag, which, so you have Gog. I mean, you have Gawag with how do I say this? You have Gog, which is Gawag, which means like northern nation. Right, so if you look where Russia is on the map, it's very much, in the north. It's like it's on the continent of Asia, right at the top. All right. Now, Magawag, the word ma or the preposition ma means of or from. So Magawag basically means from Gog. All right. So from the land of Gog, from the land of Gog, or from the people of Gog. That's the Russians and all those that stem from Russia. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Next, we have the Greek, which is known as Javan in the Bible, or Yawan in the Hebrew. Now, that name is very similar to the word Yayan, which means wine. All right, Yawan is a word similar to wine, but it's more in the it's more the meaning of to ferment, or like the bubbling of wine. It's almost like you add wa in the middle of a word to make it present tense. It's like the process of becoming wine, or the production of wine, all right, which is to ferment or to bubble, to I think in the Blue Letter Bible it says like to effervesce, which essentially means like to bubble. All right. So you got Greek, which is Javan, Yawan in the Hebrew, and the name, the simplest form, means to ferment, or like the bubbling of wine. Okay. Let's see. Whoa. 1 second. Okay, next you have the Germans. All right, Germans are known as Ashkenaz. In the Hebrew, it's very similar. It's Ashkenaz. All right. Now, their name is of an unknown origin. So, like, the Ashkenazi Jews, they would be, the so-called Jewish people that came from Germany. A lot of the Jewish people that came from, I think it's either Poland or Germany. All right. So the Ashkenaz, they would be the Germans. All right. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right, so let's see where we're at. So we just did the Greeks. Just did the Germans. Okay, next we have the Spanish, the so-called Spanish today, is Tarshish. All right, Tarshish, or in the Hebrew, Tharashiash. Their name means like it's like a precious stone. I think in different translations has different things. It'd be like jasper, but in the most simplest form, it'd be like beryl. All right, their name was basically named after precious stones. All right, so you put beryl as the meaning of their name. All right. Let's see who got next. So next we have the last one we got is the Italians. All right, so the Italians in the Bible are known as Kittim, which is Kathiam in the Hebrew. The word is Kathia, but it's only ever used in the plural, so they're known as Kathiam. That word itself is of unknown origin, but it's something to do with kind of the land of Cyprus, all right, modern Cyprus. Okay, but it's the people are the so-called Italians today.
Salaki, sorry for me.
Go ahead.
There's like European names. Are those if I'm not mistaken, like the French and like the Germans and the Spanish, if I'm not mistaken, Italians too. Those people are descendants from Romans who conquered those lands and now living there like they are those people. So my question is, these names that we like Gamar, is that the name that the previous people used to use?
Yeah, so that would be then. I think this goes into Koral Akama, a similar question. So being as he says, like I said, being as though these nations as of Greek came from Japhet. So in the Bible, so Gomer, Magog, Javan, Ashkenaz, these last four, Tarshish and Kittim, they all are descendants of Japhet. The people in those lands today are descendants of Edomites, like the Romans and the Grecians that kind of took over those lands. I think it's kind of like, as he's saying, Ira, where the originators of those lands, like for example, if you think of Australians today, we know as Edomites, but the Aboriginal Australians were not Edom. I think they were Hamitic. I don't know where they came from, but the Aboriginals were a dark-skinned race of people. But the where it's referencing those people is kind of referring to the people within that kind of landmass. In this case, like you'd say Australians today isn't really referring to the Aboriginals, referring to the people kind of that land. It's a similar sense. The people like in France today, the Europeans that kind of took over, they would be referred to as Gomer and Magog. Like the like the prophecies with Gog and Magog having that kind of disagreement, like the war in Russia and Ukraine. That's not really referring to the original people of that land. It's kind of referring to who's in that land today as the prophecy. All right.
Gone.
And I hope that I hope that answers your question, Corral.com. All right. So that is basically a run through of all 18 nations. What I'm going to do now is I've done a quiz. So going through everything we've learned in the past 2 weeks and then recap today. It's going to be a quiz. I'm breaking down the 18 nations. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and set that up real quick. Now, before we go on to that quiz, is there anything that anybody wants me to go over again or run over before we set up for the quiz?
Not from my part.
All right, no sweat, the water. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set the I need this. I'm just gonna put in the code. So you know we do our quizzes through Kahoot. All right, the game pin, I'm gonna put it on the screen in just a moment, right at the bottom. The game pin is 225727. So 225727. You want me to jump in and join that quiz? I'll give about roughly 5 minutes for everyone to join, then we'll start, and then we'll go from there. All right, so 225727. That's going to be the game pin. So you could either go to it by typing in Kahoot.it in a browser. If you have the app, it should take you directly to enter in the game pin. Or if you have a phone that can scan the QR code, you can scan the QR code on the screen, and it will take you to join the quiz. All right, so make it big. So those, for anyone who's like watching at home, you might be watching on your TV or anything like that, you can scan the QR code and jump in on the quiz. So anybody that's in the comments, you can also jump in. Of course, those students live in the screen, you can jump in. Michelle, I don't know if you'll be able to, but if you can, definitely jump in. It looks like you're in a car or something. You know what I'm saying? It's no sweat if you're not able to. But I definitely want to see, the people in the live jumping on, and then also some people from the comments or watching the live online. All right, so I'm gonna give it about 5 minutes. So we'll probably start it at 10 minutes past. So it's 8:04 currently in the UK. So it's gonna be 10 minutes past 8. All right, so 8:10. And we'll probably start the quiz. All right, so let's see what we got. Give y'all some time to join.
I'm not sure how to continue right now, sir.
Say again.
I put my name. I gave myself a nickname, and then
Yeah, I can see you in there. I can see you on it.
so I have to just wait until it starts.
Yeah, I think you just go wait till it starts.
Oh.
All right, so I go somebody named. I'm assuming somebody named Mocha. I'm not sure if that's. I don't know if that's Nakath or Mashar or somebody else in the comments. You'll just let me know just so I can make a note of who that is. The easiest thing to do if you it's like I just realized the thing was on the screen properly. Best thing to do if you could change your nickname to your name just so I know who it is, or if y'all just let me know who that is. So I got somebody named Mocha on the thing, on the Kahoot. All right, so we give it a few minutes. Let's see. Message in the. Okay, Mocha is that's you. All right, no sweat. Okay. So let me give it like 2 more minutes. If anybody else wants to join, make sure y'all jump in now, and then we'll start it in 2 minutes. And then once we finish with the quiz, the second half of the class, what we'll be doing is we'll be reading through the Sabbath service verses. So we're going to start in Genesis 18. So like here, Genesis 18 and verse 17. So like here. All right, 09. I think we pretty much good to go. All right, so what I'm gonna do real quick, I'm gonna share this screen. All right, so got Ira, got Mocha. I'm gonna go ahead and start it. All right, let me check if the let me check the questions ain't randomized. Cool. All right, sweet. Change music to. Oh, wait, they added more options. Look at 80s vibe. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, I like me the 80s. I like me the 80s. Reggae? I didn't even offend anyone touching my reggae. I don't know what they finna do for reggae. Let's see. All right, let's go. Let's jump in. Benjamin's gonna take the council and put that reggae in. It's just sounding funky.
Where did you hear the reggae?
It was like a music option. I ain't gonna pick it. I don't know what they play. I don't know what they gonna play. All right, so what is the Hebrew word for nation?
Nation of nations.
Nations, plural. All right, the correct answer is Gawayam. All right, Gabar is a word that means like warrior or soldier. All right, but Gawayam is nations. All right, well done. All right, this next one is a true or false. So Ha Shema Wana Aishara Gawayam means the 18 nations. Is that true or is that false? All right, Mosai and Christ, that's true. All right, so the 18 nations is Hashema, Wana, Aishara, Gawayam. All right, well done to you both. Let's go. So this next one is a type answer. You're going to type in, how do you say Israel in Hebrew? You're going to type it in and then hit submit. So you're going to type in how you say Israel in the Hebrew, and then go ahead and hit submit. All right, most are correct. The correct answer is Yasha'Allah. All right, they'll show you get the spellings, all the H's in there. All right, so Ya, Shar, Allah. All right, well done, you got that right. Well done, Zaira. All right, this next one is a quiz. So what does Yasha'Allah mean? All right, what's the meaning of Yasha'Allah? All right, most are correct. Both of y'all got that right. Well done. Now I'm aware, of course, Ira has kind of the edge because he's attended the previous 2 classes as well. But definitely, definitely well done. Definitely well done. You knocking this out of the park. All right. So, what is the biblical name for the so-called white man? All right. So you're gonna type in the biblical name and then go ahead and hit submit. This is in the English, not the Hebrew.
Okay.
All right, so I put a few different options because a few different variations. All of these would be correct. All right, so Esau, Edom, Edomite, or Edomites, these are biblical names for the so-called white man. All right. Well done to Ira. All right, true or false? So Edom means hairy. Is that true or is that false? The correct answer is false. So Edom means red. All right, Aishawar, which is Esau. Esau means hairy. Edom means red. All right, what nation today is Ammon? Okay, the correct answer is Japanese. So Ammon today is your so-called Japanese. All right. So what is the biblical name for the Chinese? Right, you see Chinatown in the country, those people are Moab. All right, correct. No sign Christ. Next one's a true and false. So Moab or Mawa'aba means people of itself. Is that true or is that false? The correct answer is false. All right, so people of itself is actually the definition of the meaning of Ammon, which is I'm a one. All right. Well done to Nakath. All right, excellent. That one was to trip you all out. All right, so what is the biblical name of today? You're going to type in the biblical name again in the English, not in the Hebrew. And biblical name for the Arabs. Do it in the singular. The correct answer is Ishmael. So Ishmael is the biblical name of the Arabs today. All right, well done. All right, so what is Ishmael in Hebrew? The correct answer is Yashamai Allah. All right, well done. No sign curse. All right, so this one is a puzzle. You're gonna put it in order and then go ahead and hit submit. So On the left hand side, make it match up with the right hand side, and then hit submit. All right, Most High and Christ. Both y'all got that correct. So the correct answer, so the Arabs is Yashamai Allah, which is Ishmael. The Indians is Elam, which is Ayalam. The Assyrians is Ashur, which is Ashawar. And then you got the Syrians, which is Aram, which is Aram in the Hebrew. All right. Well done to both of y'all. Okay. Now, Elam or Ayalam comes from what root word? You know what I'm saying? I gotta find these gifts and stuff. Almost my favorite part of the quiz is just finding these random ass images and gifts to put as these things. All right, the correct answer is Ilam. All right, the word ayan, so whoever answered ayan, the word ayan is the word for your eye, like your eyes. Ayalam comes from the root word ilam, which means hide. All right, the ayalam means hidden, makes it past tense. Okay. This next one is a type answer. So what is the Hebrew name for the Egyptians? I'm gonna type that in. So in the Hebrew. Okay. All right, the correct answer is Matazarium. All right, so Matazarium is the name for the Egyptians in the Hebrew. All right, well done. This next one is a true or false. So Matazarium means bondage. Is that true or is that false? Good night. All right, it's very evidently true. All right, Most High Christ. You answered that quick as hell. All right, excellent. This next one is another puzzle. So you're going to again order the following Hebrew names in line with the nations on the left. Go ahead and put those in order and then hit submit. All right. Most High and Christ, y'all got this right. So we got the Ethiopians, which is Cush, which is Kawash in the Hebrew. You got the Egyptians, which is Mizraim, Matazariam in the Hebrew. You have your North Africans, which is Put, which is Pawat in the Hebrew. And you have the South Africans, which is Canaan or Canaan in the Hebrew. All right. Excellent job. All right, so what nation today is Ashkenaz? All right, so Ashkenaz is your Germans. All right, excellent. Well done to both. Okay, this next one, what we got? What's the biblical name for the Russians and those who stem from Russia? All right, the correct answer is Magog. All right, so Magog, which is from Gog. All right, that's the biblical name for the Russians and those who stem from Russia. Next one is true or false. So Magog or Magawag means from the land of Gog. Is that true or is that false? Most Christ, that is true. All right. Well done to you both. And the last question, so this last one's going to be worth double points. All right. It's again a puzzle. You're going to order these in the Hebrew in line with the nations on the left. All right, so the correct answers. So we got French, which is Goma or Gama in the Hebrew. We have the Greek, which is Javan or Yawan in the Hebrew. We have the Spanish, which is Tarshish or Tharashiash in the Hebrew. And then lastly, the Italians, which is Kitim or Kathyam in the Hebrew. All right. Okay. There's some cards. We're going to you both. Ra was 15,655 in the top of 9,768. Right? No sign of Christ. Well done. Okay. Now I'm going to get into the second half. We're going to go through some vocab. All right. So what I'm going to do, very quickly get this on the screen. All right. So let's stop sharing. Just mute this. All right, and then I'm gonna share my screen.
So like, yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm convinced that I'd rather hack the game.
Almost. If I had those two right, then it probably will be right.
Listen. This brother attending all these previous classes. He been you know, his whole life was dedicated to this test. All right, this is hard work and dedication.
The credit to go to the teacher, a fine teacher.
Right, Most High Christ. All right, so where we at? Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through these verses and get down any vocabulary. Some of this stuff we'll already know, but I'm gonna note down. I can kind of test y'all to make sure you're keeping up with stuff we've already been through and get down any new words or anything. You know, it's good to learn. All right, so the first word. So what I'm gonna do is I'll read through it and then I'll go through each word. So we got Wa Yahweh, Amar, Ha Makasa, Anya, Ma Abaraham, Asha, Anya, Aisha. All right, so Wa Yahweh. So you got a preposition being Wa. You can tell me what Wa as a preposition means.
I think I know this.
Go ahead.
I might have to speak a little bit. That is his.
Not as a preposition, no.
Oh no, that's so possessive. Then la answer.
Okay. Anybody else? You can tell me what Wa means as a preposition. So like, let me open this up on a different screen or something. Just so I can see if anyone gets it in the comments either. Say again.
Salakia.
Like, can you make it bigger?
Yes. What do you want me to make bigger? On the left side?
Just a little bit.
Okay, no sweat. Let me do this. I can zoom in. Is that better? Oh, damn. All right,
And
so can you tell me what? Go ahead.
I think I have the wa. The wa would be as a proposition. It would be and.
And, correct. All right, so wa as a preposition means and. All right, excellent. So we got wa Yahweh, which means and Yahweh. All right, let me drop myself out. Good night, Slovakia. There we go. Okay, this is just so I can see the comments as well. You need the hand. Someone said you need the hand twisting gif. I don't know what that was in reference to. It might be the Indian, or you mean the right? I got you. The light bulb thing. Right. Okay. All right, no sweat. I'm trying to put this somewhere so I don't get a reverb too much. Okay, so we got Wa Yahweh, which means and Yahweh. Then we have Amah. You can tell me what Amah means in the Hebrew. Anybody? So Amah.
I think.
So this will be a word that's used very frequently in the Bible. So we will have been over this quite a few times. All right, for time's sake, I'm gonna give it to y'all. So Amah means to say. All right, must to say. Then you have. Give me 1 second. I do this. Jump on again. Okay, so next we have ha makasa. All right, so let me go into that. So kasa means to cover. All right, so let me note this down. So kasa means to cover. All right, then we have anya. You can tell me what anya means. Okay. For time's sake, I'm gonna give it to you. Right. I just keep playing all loud. All right, just like here. I'm just trying to see the comments at the same time. All right, so anya is a word that means I or I am. All right, so it means I or I am. All right, so then you have Abaraham, so Abraham. Of Abraham. All right, and his name means like father of nations or father of many. So Abba Raham. All right, name of Abraham. All right, then you have Ashar. Now, Shah is a word which means which. All right. All right, so it can mean which, or in this context, it means like what. All right, so who, which, what is basically saying, I mean, in this case, Abraham that, or Abraham which, or Abraham, let me see. I shall hide from Abraham. All right, so yeah, Ma Abraham, what I'm doing. All right, so it could be that what I'm doing, or it can mean it's who, which, what. It's kind of hard to explain. It's a thing. It's a participle of. It's a connecting link. All right. I'm gonna put it as a connecting link. Usually means like which or what. I'll put that. Okay. I'll go back. So we got Anya again, which again means I, and then Aisha. So Aisha is a verb. Does anybody know what Aisha means?
Allah answered.
La. Okay, Aisha is a verb which means to do. All right, so Aisha means to do or doing. All right, if you go into it, Aisha means to do or to make. Like you could use it, say, I made food. All right, you could say Aisha. Okay. Or if you say like, I am making bread, you could say Anya, I washa lakam. All right, so Anya is I am. I washa would be like making or doing. And then bread is lakam, which is also the word for food. All right. So, wa abaraham hayawa yahaya lagaya gadawal wa tazawam wana barakwa bawa kal gawaya ha arataza. All right, so we got wa abaraham is and Abraham, so we already have those down. Hayawa, I will go into this. All right, so haya means to be or to come to pass. Oh, let me put be or become. Hayawa. Okay, so hayawa, yahaya. These come from the same word, haya. All right, so what I'll do, I'll just write down the root, which is haya. All right, so la gawiya. All right, so we have gawiya, which is nation. La is a preposition meaning, tell me what la means. Time's sake, la is a preposition meaning to. Garia. Let me see. It's pronounced. I don't know. Is it Garia or Garia? It's essentially pronounced the same way. I'm gonna put Garia. All right, which is nation or Gentile. All right, nation, Gentile. Okay, then we got Gadawal. Gadawal means great or mighty. Like great as in large, big. All right, so Gadawal means great. As in large. All right, then we have, what we got? Wa itazawam. So wa is a preposition meaning and then itazawam means mighty or large in number. All right, so itazawam means mighty. You put slash mighty slash large in number or numerous. Numerous. Basically saying mighty, like a mighty army, is one that's for the most part large in number. All right, so wa, na, barak, wa. All right, the root here is barak, which you can tell me what barak means.
So like you're saying that like salute.
It could be salute, or there's another word. There's another word that it can mean. It means to salute, or let's see if anybody knows it.
La Asur, I think.
Okay.
And there in the
salute or bless. All right. We got bawa. So bawa is made up of two things. Let me put bawa here and I'll put ba here. This is ba as a preposition. Ba as a preposition. You can tell me what ba means. I have to say ba arataza or ba, what's another word? Baharashia, that's in the beginning. Time's sake, ba means in or on. All right, ba as a preposition means in or on. So you want to make sure everybody has the list of prepositions. You'll want to revise these. You want to know what all these prepositions mean. Also, all the possessive adjectives. You want to know those. It'll be very important for vocabulary. So you should definitely know what the prepositions are. All right. So we got ba, which means in, or in some contexts can mean on. It mainly means in. We have bawa. So in this context, so ba is a preposition meaning in, and then wa is like that possessive adjective. So wa would be his. In this case, the wa means him. All right, so bawa means in him. Okay. We got kal, which is a word which you'll see very frequently. You can tell me what kal means.
Salakia, sir, I think I know that one though. Kal,
Go ahead.
all.
All, correct. All right, so Kal means all. Well done. All right, then we got Gal Yaya, which the root word is nations. Gal Yaya, this ya at the end is like nations of, right? Like you'd say Edomites is like Adawam Ya, it's like of Edom. All right, so in this case, it's the nations of Ha'aratazah, which is the earth. All right, so we already have Gal Ya as nation. Ha as a preposition. Anybody know what that means? Preposition, and then we have Ratazah. Quickly, okay.
I don't think I have the proposition list, sir.
Go ahead.
So like I said, I don't think I have the proposition list.
Okay,
I
no
have
sweat. I can get that
prepared
tonight. All right, so ha as a preposition means the. All right, so ha Arataza. Arataza means earth or land. So ha Arataza is the earth, right? Like you'll hear that in I think it's Ba Arataza in the Lord's Prayer, which means in earth, and it says like as it is in heaven. It's like Ka Haya Shemayim, which is like as it is in heaven. All right, so let's go on the next verse. Okay, so we have Kaya Yada Aith Yawa Lama'ain Ashar Yatazawa Ath Banyawa Wa'ath Bayathwa Akayawa Washamawa Darak Yahweh La'aishawath Tazadaka or Tazadaka Wama Shapat Lama'ain Haba Ya'ah Yahweh Isle Abaraham Ath Ashar Dabar Isle Yawah. All right, so first word we have is Kaya. Kaya means essentially because. All right. So Yada'aith Yawa. Let's go into this one. So Yadai means to know. So Yadai means to know. All right. So Yadaith Yawa is to know. Yadaith. Does it make it the past tense? Let me see. Oh, so like here. I know this Yawa. The wa at the end is basically him. All right, so I have known him. Yadaith Yawa. Lama Ain. Let's go into this one. Ma'ain is purpose or intent. Ma'ain. All right. All right, so la ma'ain, la as a preposition means to. So it's basically to the intent. And this ashar in this context means that. So to the intent that. You have ya tazawa. So ya as a preposition means he. I think we have it up here already. Oh no, we don't. Okay, so I'm gonna put this here. So ya as a preposition means he. Okay, Tazawa. I don't know if y'all remembered this from the Ra'alban Awamar class, but Tazawa is like a command. All right, so lay charge, to give an order. All right, so Tazawa means command. Okay, Ath is just who it's relating to in this case. Ban Yawa is his children, so Ban is son. Ban Ya is like children of. Ban Ya is like children. Children of. And then Ban Wa, this Wa at the end means him, right? Like how Wa at the end of a word means his. In this case, it means, in this case, it is his, in fact. So Ban Ya Wa. So Ban Ya is children. Ban Ya Wa is his children. All right. Wa Ath. So it's like an onto Bayath Wa. All right. So Bayath. Can anybody tell me what Bayath means? Anybody?
Allah answer.
All right, no sweat. Bayath means house. In this case, it's household, right? So Bayath Wa is his house. All right. His household. Okay. Then you have a car. A car means. Get it. You just dropped the shah back in. Okay, a car means could be back or behind. After. Okay. So his household, a car yawa, after him. All right, this wa at the end again means him. In a similar way, it means his. Okay. Then we have wa shamawa. All right, and so wa is a preposition meaning and. We have that. Shama, who could tell me what shama means?
On guard. Salak is on guard.
It could be guard, okay. Shama means to guard or to keep. Right, like to protect. Oops, Salak. All right, means to guard or to keep. Okay, Darak is the word for way, so it means road. It means I'm gonna put way, road, path. Okay, you have Yahweh again. It's like here. La Aishawath. All right, so to Aisha is the word for do, and then Aishawath is like doing. All right, so by doing. Tazadak, so Tazadaka. So this is in the female sense, which is why it has this wath. All right, so Tazadaka, Tazadak is a word that means righteous. All right, so it's just the feminine of that. So Tazadaka means righteousness. It's the same as Tazadak, which is in the masculine. So I'm gonna put righteousness. Damn, I couldn't right. Yeah, that's righteousness, right? Yeah, okay. All right, so tazadak means righteousness. Tazadaka, the ha at the end is just in the feminine. Wa mashapat. All right, so mashapat means to judge or judgment. So, okay, so what it is shapat. So shapat means judge, and then mashapat is of a judge or from a judge. So what comes from a judge? Judgment. All right, so mashapat means judgment. Also note down shapat means judge. Okay. Let me add some more here. All right, so la ma'ain. What does ma'ain mean? Up here, the purpose intent. All right, to the intent. Ha baya'ah. The word is baya'ah, which means to, okay, so bawa'ah means to come in. Look at this, bawa'ah. Okay. Yahweh, I'll, Abraham. So I'll usually means upon, above, over. That's why we say Shema I'll, which means watch over or guard over. All right, so I'll means up, above, over. All right, Ath, Ashah, again, we have that already. Daba means to speak. All right, so you have two words which are similar. You have Dabar means to speak, and you have Amar means to say. All right, those words are very similar. Sometimes they're used in kind of almost interchangeably. All right, and then Al Yawar is like has spoken upon him. All right, in this case, it means to him. Okay. I think I'm gonna go through one more. I'm gonna go time for one more. All right, so Waya Amar. So we have, let me just read through it. So Waya Amar, Yahweh, Za'ikwath, Saddam, Wa Imara, Kaya, Rabah, Waha Ta'atham, Kaya, Kabada, Ma'ad. All right. So, give me 1 second. All right, so Waya Amar. So we have Wa and Ya are both prepositions. Wa means and, Ya means he, Amar means to say. So Waya Amar is and he said. The he is referring to is Yahweh. So it's like and Yahweh said or and God said. Za'ikwath. So let me get this word. So Za'ikwa. Za'ikwa means outcry. Okay. Saddam is Sodom. Then you have Imara, which is Gomorrah. So Imara. Gomorrah. We have Kaya, which we already have, means because. Rabbah. I'm gonna get this. So Rab means much or many. And it's in the feminine sense. All right, so Rabbah is just this ha at the end, this puts it in the feminine. Wahata'a. So kata'a means sin. All right, so kata'a, so and kata'a, thumb is like this thumb is there. So let me get it. Let me get the root is ka ta'a, sin. Let me get it. Ka ta'a. Yeah, sin. Okay. Kaya again, because we have kabada. So kabad is a word which means heavy or weighty. Let me get it here. Okay, so it's like weighty, something distinguished. Okay, so let me get kabad means heavy, weighty. Okay, and then ma'ad is very. All right, so it means muchness or abundance. All right. Ma'ad essentially means a lot. Means I'm gonna just put in abundance. It's the easiest way to put it. Yeah, greatly, exceedingly. All right, cool. All right, that's ma'ad. Okay, I think that's the last one we're gonna go through. Let me see. Is the next verse short? No, I think we almost up in the time, so I'm gonna stop it there so we can end on time. All right, what I'm gonna do real quick, let me get the announcements up. All right, so with the announcements, we at the ISUPK started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. Rules for a new brother and sister: when a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other, and after this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. There's also tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 to 10, means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'ashara, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or the teacher. There's also a priest fund, which is a free will offering for priests. It's not mandatory. You can give whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. The next holy convocation is the memorial of the blowing of trumpets, which is on the 2nd of October. All Akim and Aquathian, remember to check the bulletin board in the hallway. And if anybody wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black. That's boots, shirts, pants, headbands, and scarves. And with that, I'm Madiam, which means to stand. All right, we're going to give the teacher, which is myself, a courtesy salute. So, ye men of Israel, I'm Madiam. I'm Madiam Shabbat. I'm Madiam. Barak.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah. All right, Yad Yamatah. And we'll salute the sisters as well. All right, so ye men of Israel, I'm Madiam. I'm Madiam Shabbat. I'm Madiam. Barak.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
Yad Yamatah. And class dismissed. Tawada everybody for joining. Tawada Ira as always. You know what I'm saying? I'll see y'all next week. So next week I'm having a new topic for y'all. We're gonna get it in. All right, with that.
Shalom.
On the bar. Shalom.
kill the beat.
I don't know who, somebody need to hear this. Y'all don't speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks, native Hispanics. The Germans getting locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died, y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew, you a Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dum-dum, a gun that would die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on a yarmulke. We was slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth, I had to make it clear. How Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947, your menorah got 9 sticks, it's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world, Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs. Bunch of thieves and culture vultures, ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you live there. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, it give you chills. Say y'all Jewish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Hammond, this the Feast of Purim. UPK undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting, y'all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bastard, they kosher deals. It's only 12 tribes, y'all tryna make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. He ain't the devil, who is? I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi, why he get them babies herpes? I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody try to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, this what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I promise I'd punch you in person. I know this an uncomfortable subject. They making millions off our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ, they the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas, they a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth, niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4, I ain't satisfied.
That is proof. That is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jews. That's absolute proof. Now you got the records. Go find me a white Jew on any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt. So don't tell me that they were slaves and it's their identity. And